So thanks so much for joining everybody. So we're here today with Michele Fleitell from Thriving Survivors. So Michele, tell us a little bit about who you are.
Who I am. Okay. Well, my name is Michele de Blasio Fleitell, born and raised in Nutley, graduated Nutley High School, went to local college, and came back and decided to create my family in Nutley when Sam and I got married. Early on in our marriage, he decided that we needed to create our business, Trio Jewelers, and that's what we did. For the early part of our marriage, I was busy raising children, and he was creating Trio Jewelers. And so we became very busy in the community as business people. He joined the chamber, and he was involved in various meetings in town, and we got to know many, many different people, of course. Later on in our lives, I developed breast cancer, and Judge Joanne Cacciola, a very good friend of mine, said, "Michele, we need to do something about breast cancer." And then Nutley Thriving Survivors was born back in 2003. I can go on and on and on about it if you want me to.
Amazing. Yeah. Why don't you tell us a little bit about the organization and what it does and who it helps?
Okay. So back in 2003, we decided we wanted to do something for women who live or work in Nutley, and that became our mission. We put together a committee of wonderful women who were either survivors or supporters, and we decided we need to celebrate. We need to celebrate these women. So in a way to do that was to have a walk. Our first walk was on a Saturday morning, and we walked through our beautiful Nutley parks. And we had like 300 walkers, and it was just a wonderful day. The end of the month, we have a brunch whereby all of the breast cancer survivors are invited free of charge, and they're eligible to bring one guest. In those days, Roche was very big in town, and they funded us early on.
Oh,
and
wow.
Then, they funded us for the brunch. So that helped us really get started. In the meantime, anytime someone is referred to me as a survivor, I will send them a brochure about our organization, send them a gift certificate to get food while they're undergoing treatment, and talk to them. I send them my personal phone number. They can call me and we'll talk anytime that they need that. And then we also send a gift card and tell them, pamper yourself, do whatever you need to do. And, we try to give them whatever information we can get and help them in any way we can. We also pay for mammograms for those women who don't have insurance. And believe it or not, in this day and age, we still do have a few women who need that. Our big fundraiser to raise money to support the walk and the brunch is a golf outing that we run in May every year, which has become quite the event. We get men and women, and it's really, really well attended, and it's a beautiful event, a beautiful day. We all have a great time, great camaraderie, and through that, we pay for the brunch, and we subsidize the walk as well. We only charge $25 or $30 for the walk, and that's what it costs us to run it. They get a shirt, they get water, hot dog, ice cream, whatever it is that we want to have. And we end our walk with a big cannon, a pink confetti cannon.
So amazing.
To love all of that. And we invite families. Everyone is welcome to participate. No one is eliminated. The only thing that we do with our money is put it towards those women who live or work in Nutley who have had breast cancer. And we support their families. So if someone calls me and says, my sister who lives in Bloomfield, we will take care of them as well, because it's still part of our extended Nutley family. That pretty much in a nutshell is Nutley Thriving Survivors.
Amazing. So if someone wanted to get involved, or if before I start there, let me ask, do you accept donations and things like that for these different events, for the walk? And if that's the case, how would somebody contact you to be able to do that?
Yes, we absolutely take donations. And actually, we have some women who every year, without question, send me a check. And we have some major organizations, major corporations in town and in our local area that always send me a large check. So absolutely, we have donations. What would they do? We have a P.O. box. We have a P.O. box, and it's I can give you that address, P.O. Box 749 in Nutley, 07110. But we have a website, www.nutleythrivingsurvivors.com. They can donate on there. They can get more information about our organization and get on my mailing list. Right now, I have about 800 people to whom we send information about the walk and the brunch.
Amazing.
The golf outing has a separate mailing list because not everybody's a golfer. Through those mailers, we get lots of donations, and everyone who donates, let me correct that, everyone who donates $50 to $100 or more gets a letter back from us thanking them for that donation, to acknowledge it. And we have some people who just donate every year without even being asked, and I love that.
That's amazing. That's great. It looks like you have a lot of support in the community, as you should.
We do.
What do you love about the Nutley area? What is it that keeps you there? And what is it that you love about Nutley? Because obviously this is Voices of Nutley, so we're talking to folks who are in and around the Nutley area. What is it that you love about Nutley?
Well, having grown up in town, it's my home. So no matter how far I roam, this is always home. And I'm comfortable here. We raised our children here. And we opted to open a business here. So as long as I have that tie to Nutley, I will always be here. But I have great fond memories of growing up in Nutley High School, and, just as a youngster going to school around town. I just described to you the support that we get for Nutley Thriving Survivors. That's very common in Nutley. It's a community that has many organizations that are in need, and we have a great population of people who continually contribute to them. The schools run fundraisers, and everybody participates. It's a warm, small town community, so many people know each other, sometimes more than we want them to. But that's the nature of a small town, and that's part of what we like living here.
Yeah. Oh, that's great. So, what inspires and motivates you? What is it that drives you every day to do what you do?
I don't know. I guess when something happens to you, you become very cognizant of what happens that you don't plan on happening to you. And the way to give it back is to just assist, to help, and just try to give back. A quick funny story. When I was a young girl in elementary school, I had an aunt who said to my mother, "Why do you have Michele get involved in so many things?"
Yeah.
And my mother just kind of looked at her and said, "That's what she needs to do." And I always remember that. So now as an adult, I feel like every time I turn around, I'm involved in something. But it's fun. It's fun.
Yeah. That's great. Amazing. So tell us a little bit about the community. Is there anything in the community that you wish that there was more of?
Well, growing up, there always was a downtown shopping area in Nutley, which kind of over the years, because of economics and just a change in various towns all over, we kind of lost that small town shopping feel. And I do wish that was still there. Instead of that, we have various retail establishments that are located all over town. So that's not such a bad thing in so much as that we have the internet and people can Google and find what they want. And we do have a lot of communication through the internet to let people know where we are.
Yeah.
So
great.
I wish we had that walking center that we could still walk to, but in the absence of that, we can find our way around town.
Yeah, absolutely. Is there any favorite places that you like to visit or anything like that that you could point to, just in case if someone's watching and they're maybe new to Nutley and they're looking for, recommendations on favorite spots?
That's a tough one. As a business person, I don't want to point out anybody over another person. We have great restaurants. We have great restaurants in town. As a young girl growing up, there were not a lot of restaurants in town. We didn't go out to eat that much. But now, every day we can go out to eat along Franklin Avenue. There are multiple restaurants. We have many, many Italian pizzerias, that's for sure. But
amazing.
We have other restaurants now. We have some Chinese food and we have some Asian food and it's fun. So there are many places to go, some good bakeries. So you're never going to lack good food living in Nutley.
Oh, that's amazing. Any final thoughts on your organization? Anything that you want people to know before we conclude?
I want them to know that my phone is always open regarding breast cancer. They can contact me at any time. They could reach me through the website. They can reach me by sending something to P.O. Box 749. And the website will have a lot of other information on how they can reach out to me. We welcome everyone to get involved. When we have our walk, we have 200 to 300 people who walk. We invite families. We want the kids to come. The husbands are extremely supportive, and that we feel is very, very important. So we welcome them to come, and we welcome everyone to come and join us in our brunch. Can I talk a little bit more about our brunch and what a wonderful afternoon it is?
Of course.
It's a wonderful celebration, as I said, and we always have a dynamic speaker who's uplifting. It's not about the medical end of it, because we all experience that medical end of it. It's about the survival and where we go from there. And we have some wonderful, wonderful speakers who uplift us, who make us laugh, who bring a tear to our eye, but are always, always uplifting. So I welcome anyone who would like to participate in Nutley Thriving Survivors to please do so. Please reach out to me, and I'll add them to my mailing list and my email list.
Amazing. Great. Well, Michele, it's been an absolute pleasure. Thank you so much for joining us. And if anybody has any questions, thoughts, or comments, please do leave them in the blog post. And if you would like to reach out to Michele, please do so. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you, Stephanie. Nice to see you. Bye-bye. Have a great day.
Thanks so much for watching Voices of Nutley. Stay tuned for more episodes.